I am Dr. Tricia Pingel, and I want to talk about some of the foods that you can eat that will help lower your cortisol. Cortisol is our hormone that we release when we're under stress, and it can cause so many symptoms. But taking care of it does not have to be complicated. A lot of the time, it can simply start with your plate. So let's go through some of the best foods to lower your cortisol levels. The first food is avocado. Personally, one of my favorites because I love guacamole. But avocados are great because they're full of good fats, but they also have B vitamins. I bet you didn't know that. B vitamins are great for lowering cortisol response. The second food are berries. Berries are loaded with antioxidants and flavonoids that help reduce the stress response. But even more interestingly is berries, particularly blueberries, have been shown to increase your mood within 30 minutes of consumption. So if you're feeling down, get a handful of blueberries. The third food that I love for cortisol response is leafy greens. Leafy greens are loaded with vitamin C, which is one of the #1 nutrients that depletes when you're under stress. They're also full of minerals, which are always very helpful in lowering cortisol response. Speaking of minerals, one of my favorite foods on this list are pumpkin seeds. And I love them because you can eat them anytime. You can eat them on the go. They have a huge component of zinc, and zinc has been directly shown to blunt cortisol response. Pretty cool. Speaking of seeds and nuts, my next favorite is walnuts. I love walnuts because they're easy to travel with, they're full of omega-3 fatty acids and minerals, and therefore can help in reducing the cortisol output. And lastly, let's talk quinoa. Quinoa is a superfood. It's actually a protein and a pseudograin, but it is loaded with nutrients, in particular manganese, which has a direct response to cortisol. So by simply incorporating more of these foods into your plate, you can actually take action against cortisol. To learn more, you can visit my website at drpingel.com. And you can follow me on all the social media platforms. I'm Dr. Tricia Pingel, and be well.